This is a Ryan Little production.
Morning! So it's now 9 o'clock. I'm on my way to the academy, and I thought that for a change I would show you exactly what a Sunday for me looks like. So we've got a lot of things on today. I'm meeting a new piano teacher. I'm hosting a workshop on Indian rhythms, of all things. I'm also working tons on the business, and you will get to see a little bit of everything I do. Plus, you'll get to see what it takes to push it like a boss. Also, I thought that after posting such a personal vlog last week, I should post a vlog on how I overcame all that struggle and pain. Not that I don't struggle anymore, but at least the struggle is not within, because I've developed systems, behaviors, and mindset. Let me show you. Okay, so here we are. It's now 9:30 a.m. The academy officially opens at 10 a.m. so I got some time to get some stuff done before I start teaching. That means that I need to go through emails. That means that I want to read. That means that I want to take a cup of coffee, eat something. All of that in half an hour. Let's do this. It's always nice when your students thank you for teaching them. Okay, step one of my daily routine is, of course, wake up. The time that I wake up is extremely important for me because I wake up at the same time every single day. 6:29 a.m. Why 6:29? Well, because I know that a lot of people wake up at 6:30 a.m. And while they are getting up, I'm already up and crushing it. Shh, it's workshop time. And that's it. Workshop done. Let's get more stuff done. Got piano lessons next door, so the day is far from being over. It's 1:15 p.m., which means it's time to go grab some food. It's time to sit down and do some office work because there's a busy afternoon of lessons. This has been quite a journey. I am now just scratching the surface of those 40 students a week. That's 40 private students a week. Busy, busy, busy. You see, here's what most people just cannot wrap their minds around. To build stamina, to create endurance, to become a strong, assertive, and unshakable mind, you have to practice it. The problem is that most people summon those necessities, those skills, when they actually need them. I don't. Every day I'm assertive, every day I'm aggressive, and that's just because I can. And that practice leads to what? Whenever situations get tough, whenever situations get difficult, I've got stamina, I've got endurance, there's no more messing around. That's what people don't understand. It is fundamental that you first develop stamina, and only then you start lifting weights. Because you see, my friends, it's not the grind that is difficult. Anyone, everyone can go really hard once a week. Anyone, almost everyone, can go really hard twice a week. What people struggle with is to go hard every day of the week. That's just for the few, because most people, unfortunately, don't have the stamina. So that's the question. How do you, after going through all the crap of your life, all the crap of your day, stay strong? How do you keep that stamina going? Well, you have to exercise, grind. Most people only hustle, only grind when they have to. I grind when I want to, and that's always. Okay, so rule number 1 to develop stamina. You have to have a schedule. Your day cannot be left to chance. The minute you leave things to chance, you go lazy. So schedule everything. I've told you, I wake up every day at 6:29 a.m. Every day, 7 days a week, regardless of what I have to do that morning. That's the point, you see. I don't want to have to struggle if I need to wake up a little bit earlier. So I wake up early every day, even if I don't have to do anything until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But I always have something to do, because I make sure that that's the case. So I get up at 6:29, I go in my kitchen, I make a cup of coffee, I read the news, and I start working. I go and review my advertising, I tweak some things, I make sure that everything is on track. I go in my office and I write some stuff down. And by stuff I mean ideas. That's the other thing. You want to have stamina, you want to develop good ideas, You gotta come up with a bunch of ideas first. There's no chance you're gonna have one good idea if you don't have 100,000 million bad ideas first. You need to filter the crap out first. Then I exercise, I get my body going. I do push-ups, I lift some weights, I do something. It doesn't need to be super intensive, it's just to wake me up. Now I've got my caffeine, I got my workout, it's time to get a shower. I get my shower, I'm now thinking straight, because in the shower is when I do the most amount of thinking, probably in my whole day. Because I can be there for a while, and by for a while I mean 5 minutes, and that puts me in a place of self-awareness, attention, focus, and discipline. Where does the practice come in this? Well, I do this exactly the same way every day. So my brain craves it. My brain craves discipline. See, a lot of people say to me, oh, I can't wait for my holidays. You know what? I can't wait to get a shower. Simple things, because they produce results. In my day, nothing is inconsequential. Everything has a purpose. And I do it every day. We've all been through stuff. If you've heard my story, you know that a few years ago, life was not good. I wasn't happy, I wasn't doing well, and now here I am. Not even 5 years later. What happened? I'll tell you what happened. I decided that I was going to take control. I decided who I was going to be. I decided exactly what my days, weeks, months, and years were going to look like. I decided that. And I stopped allowing other people to decide for me. The other thing that happened was how I started managing my needs. And my needs can be as broad or as narrow as this: the need for love. I've decided that instead of looking for love, instead of going after it, instead of faking it, I would give it. I would create love. And that applies to anything and everything. What do you need? Is it money? Create money. What do you need? Is it compassion? Create compassion. Be the factory of your own needs and stop looking for them somewhere else. All those needs live inside of you. Remember, 99% of your problems contain the solution in themselves. In other words, if something is not working, if something is a problem, well, do the opposite. There you go. The solution is in the problem. If you want different results, you need different methods. You need to change the way you do things. So that's what I realized. It wasn't working for me. I was running away from things instead of running towards things. What do you think? That whilst you run away, you're gonna stumble upon success? It's not gonna happen. I can guarantee you that. Now, I've got 2 more lessons today. 1 new student, I just confirmed my schedule. And guys, let me talk to you about something else. You gotta take care of your body. You can't just mess around and get fat and eat crap and whatever the hell you do. If you wanna feel strong, be strong. Speaking of which, I've got a couple of hours now, so let's go to the gym. I'm back. It's time to teach a little bit more. I did a solid hour of cardio and a little bit of lifting. Tired now, but the brain is ready for war. Done. I'm done teaching. It's now 6 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been a long day, but there's a lot more to be done still. But part of my system is that when I'm done teaching, that's when I go home, play with my son, and recharge batteries before I tackle the night shift. People ask me all the time, how can you work so many hours? Like, it's really a lot of hours. And even if they don't ask me that all the time, I know they're thinking it. And even if they're not thinking it, I know that they want to be able to work this many hours, especially because it means that I love what I do. So, how can I work these many hours? Simple. First step, yes, do love what you do. But to think that that's enough, it's not enough. To love what you do helps because you enjoy the hours that you work. But to love what you do does not help you avoid burnout. So what does it? How can you cope with all the hours, all the struggle, all the stress, all the curveballs, all the unexpected? Well, I'm always ready. You know the saying, prepare for the worst and expect the best. I'm always ready for something to go wrong. And I don't mean that in a paranoid way, even though I am slightly paranoid, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But more importantly, I have systems already set up to take care of things when things go dodgy. More. What I also do, for example, is that I keep track of everything. I know exactly how many inquiries I get per day. I know exactly how many taster lessons are booked per day. I know exactly how many of those convert into regular students. I know these numbers because I keep track of them. And by knowing those numbers, then I can tweak, then I can correct. So I'm ready. I'm always ready. You see, it's very difficult to stress out when you know exactly what's gonna happen, when you know exactly what to expect. Yes, the unexpected still happens, but guess what? I expect the unexpected, and that makes me ready. That makes me calm. When something weird happens, when something unexpected happens, I'm calm because you know what? I know it's coming. I know it's gonna come. I know that a curveball is gonna be thrown at me, and that's okay. I got it. So how does one develop that mindset? Well, you have to allow the bad stuff to be a lesson. If you don't learn from the bad things that happen to you, what's the point of going through that? I've been through hell. I've been through struggle. I've been through war. A little bit of heat now doesn't faze me. And the warrior mindset is not to be ready to fight everyone. The warrior mindset is to be ready in case you need to step outside your comfort zone and address issues, people, your own fears head first Still working. So what do I do at night? At night I tend to sit down and work on the business, but not so much the day-to-day stuff, but mostly the creative side of running a business. For some reason I discovered, and you should too, that I'm more productive at night when it comes to creativity. So for me, my day is now organized that way. In the mornings I'm more active, more productive, more proactive. During the day I do teaching, I'm focused on the day-to-day stuff, I do emails, whatever needs to be done, and then at night I like to sit down and really focus on how I'm gonna take things to the next level tomorrow. And that's a goal that I have every night. I'm always trying to push things to that next level of standard. Of course that's a bold mission, it's a tough one, but if you try, you might achieve. Alright, let's do this.